Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Titan Souls on the PS4. We're at the edge of existence or something, I don't know. We're at the final boss fight, so on and so forth. And he seems pretty tricky because he is me, but better. And so I did watch a video. Just a very little bit of a video. Checking. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. Just a little short video, seeing how somebody else did it, and it doesn't seem that tricky. I know it was a shameful display I just did. Doesn't seem that tricky. The answer is. The answer is that, basically. When he splits of his own accord. Like, when I don't shoot him, and he just suddenly splits, that's when I'm supposed to hit him. I need to just be Johnny on the spot, shoot him, and he dies. And that's how it is. Like, right there. The problem with it is it's pretty random. I mean, you can see right here at the start, it happens after he shoots his arrow the second time. Like, that'll happen every time. So with that in mind, we can kind of plan around it. But it's still going to be tricky to actually pull off because we can either try to set it up the same way every time and thus predict exactly where he's going to appear, or we can just try and wing it. I don't know which one will take us longer. Like, if I do that, and then I hover over here, and then I do that. Okay. I mean, that's possible. I have to see if he does, based on our position, if he does warp to the same spot every single time. If he does, then, yeah, we can probably figure this out. So we do that. He goes over there. We go over here. He shoots. And I need to be much quicker. But, yeah, I mean, I can see how this is definitely done. It's just going to take a little bit of skill and a little bit of luck, like everything else. So, 1, 2, done. There you go. Yeah, so this is going to be a really short video, I know, but I had no idea how long the final boss would take me, so yeah, that's Titan Souls. It's done. I know I did not show you every boss. I apologize. But like I said, this really isn't my type of game because I don't really appreciate the challenge. You know, some people really thrive off of that. If you're the type of gamer that, you know, likes old school Nintendo games, Atari games, you know, all kind of stuff like that, where it's very tough, where game design, you know, occasionally was just like, let's just throw a lot of shit at the player, and if they can make it past that, then they win, and they're the greatest. And, you know, if you like, you know, Ghosts and Goblins, or, you know, I could name almost any Nintendo game, to be honest, but a lot of that kind of old school design, which people say, you know, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, it's kind of trying to emulate, but just really not. This is a game that's trying to emulate, and actually a lot of these recent indie games that are retro style, that's what they're trying to emulate, is this old school design philosophy. really based around the challenge rather than just the entertainment factor in, other types of games. And so it's kind of just a split in the, why do you really play video games? If you play video games because you like the feeling of accomplishment, then yeah, this is more your type of game. If you play games to relax and just enjoy playing a game, then maybe not. But again, enjoyment comes from all sorts of different places, so it's hard to say. I think as a gamer, if something like this is your type of game, right off the bat. If you like being challenged, if you tend to play games on hard difficulty, things like that. Like, I'll never play a game on hard difficulty because I don't appreciate the challenge. Like, no rolls? You cannot roll or run. Is the game even possible? That's insane. I'd have to look that up on YouTube. You only get one life. Just craziness. But some people just thrive off of that. They love it. That's why they play games. That's why they do a lot of things in life, is they like the challenge. I'm not one of those types of people. Now, that being said, I did think it was a pretty well put together game. I like the concept, I guess. Sort of. Well, I love the art style. I think that's pretty evident. I really like that. I liked the gameplay, I guess, as far as just like the bases. You're one guy, you have an arrow, and that's pretty much it. But as far as just being a boss gauntlet, I mean, I also didn't love Shadows of the Colossus, but I think that was more because I LP'd it than anything else. But I would just love, like, this exact game, just, easier bosses, but, regular enemies. Make it more like a Zelda game, and I think this would have been fantastic. As it is, though, it's just kind of... I know this was originally like a Flash game, and in a lot of ways it still kind of feels like that. It's just an extension of that. It's more of that. It's just simple graphics, simple everything, simple concept, and you're just going through some bosses, and they're tough, and if you can make it past them, you win. It's very old school. So yeah, there you go. Obviously this wasn't the longest Let's Play. I died less than 200 times though, so I don't know where that places me amongst anything. But I only killed 16 bosses, but that seems like a solid number. It seems like an appropriate number. 16 bosses. There you go. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Well, I think you can just go back out and fight any bosses you miss. But we're not gonna do that. Because we're done. We beat the game. We're good. We're good. So, very short video, I know, but we needed to see it through. My name is Mangg. Game you just finished watching is Titan Souls on the PS4. I'll see you fine folks around.